Hey, Seminole State family, it's Nicole from the library. And in order to go far, you need to stay here, okay? Stay here in college. And we're not lying.
What is Research Rally?
Learn with librarians, get campus info, connect with your Seminole State family.
Every Wednesday at 4 p.m. at Seminole State Lab on YouTube.
Hey!
Hey, Seminole State
We're
family.
everywhere. We're
Who did
everywhere.
those amazing voiceovers? Wow.
Wow.
I committed the
VO.
ultimate rookie mistake. I had our channel open on another tab. So as I was finishing that intro, I was hearing myself and I was like, I'm in the matrix. I'm like, there's two of me. It's too many. It's too
Breaking
many.
news alert. There's 7 eyeballs in our window. That means 700 trillion people are watching. Hey, internet.
Just another day for Research Rally here on the Seminole State Library YouTube channel. So welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, if it's your first time here, I'm Nicole from the library, one of your very helpful and willing librarians here at the library. And we also have
Information Jason, librarian.
And I am Ross. I'm also a librarian.
yeah.
I forgot about
So a
that.
lot of y'all know us.
Yeah,
I know now we have
no.
8 million viewers. That's all of our
8
subscribers returning
8
to see us.
trillion. All
We
right.
did it.
All right.
Go ahead and drop your
so-
name and put your professor's name in the chat. We'll put you on the screen there. That's how you're gonna get your credit for today. And so what are we doing, Nicole? You ain't lying? Show us the lion again. I don't know if we got a full
Oh.
shot of the lion.
Did we? Okay.
I don't
so-
know.
In
Think about
order
at the
to go
very end.
far, you have to stay here. We ain't lying. Okay, this is the
Ah.
lion. I am not lying. Okay, we're not lying today. So we're gonna go over 6 reasons to stay in college. College is long game. Okay? Short-term sacrifice, long-term benefit. Okay? Maybe putting off some of your what's that word for instant gratification? Okay, avoiding instant gratification for some type of long-term payoff. A lot of times that's what the equation amounts to. So we're going to go over 6 reasons to stay in college that basically amount to playing long game. Okay.
Yeah, and many of our watchers here are first-year experienced students in the IDS 1107 class. We want to make sure that you're signing up for classes in the spring, which you can do for right now. But it's kind of the midway point, and we just want to check in, and we want to make sure that you're getting over any hurdles or roadblocks or asking any questions here in the chat so we can help you. And we have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 reasons to stay in college.
I thought we were listing off how many Jasons we have. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
that's
that's
true.
Jasons. Yeah.
That's true. Touche.
We didn't know we needed so many Jasons.
One
Okay.
shay, 2 shay.
Okay, and yes, Jason mentioned a lot of you are in the IDS class, you're starting out, and it has been shown that some of your beginner courses, including IDS, English 1, as well as, what is that first math class, gentlemen? You always know the name and I always forget.
College
it.
algebra.
College algebra. It's
Mhm.
shown that those are some of the most difficult courses, some of those early courses. Life is Roblox. Oh man, I don't. My kids are on Roblox all the time. This is the time that it's extra hard, okay? And we're telling you push through. There's no turning back. Like the dude in the thumbnail, he's like, "What? No turning back? The bridge is broken. I can't go back." No, we can't go back, okay? We're going forward. We're moving forward, okay? It will never, then right now, it will never be easier or cheaper to go to school, to go to college. It won't.
I don't think this
Prices will go up.
tuition. I don't think the tuition at this college has been raised. I mean, Ross has been here
It-
probably longer
Well, it's
than
not
all
gonna
of us.
go
You
down.
were a student here, Ross. I mean, how's it? When I don't think it's really
It-
gone up.
It's gone up since I was a student here, but yeah, you're right. The college has not raised the tuition price here for like 10 years or something. We've locked that in there. But Nicole's right about it because it's not always going to stay that. If you go to another school, it's going to be more expensive. When you transfer to UCF, it's going to be more expensive. But now is where you can get that foundation going at kind of a discount, right? Like you're taking all the same classes you'd take at UCF and stuff. But this is where you want to start that trajectory.
Yep. The price of
Get it in
everything you need
motion.
for college will only go up. Books, we
Mhm.
don't control the cost of books. We try to implement things such as
Right.
open educational resources, but we only have so much
Mhm.
control over that. But literally right now, even like in the future, you're going to be spending more money on groceries, like whatever you need for your daily life. So you in college now, just go ahead and stay in college now, okay?
It'll never be easier in caps.
I know if you get older and you got stuff comes along, okay.
It is. It's hard to go back to school.
Well,
I mean,
and
it just-
older is subjective. That could be any. You could be any age. We're seeing a
Yeah,
lot
we're
of
seeing.
different.
I don't care if you're
folks.
22 or 42 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60, you could be 52, 32. Stop me anytime.
You could be
72.
26 and a half.
Stop me anytime. 34 and 3/4.
Okay,
Stop me
next,
at
next,
any-
next,
okay,
next,
number
next.
two. Okay, number two.
Okay. All right. So by going to college now, you're cultivating future options and choices. I just talked to a student the other day who works for a security company, like security camera setup company. And he's like, well, I'm in college right now because my mom wants me to be here. And he was one of our youngest. Who just turned 18 right out of high school. And he says, I work for this company. They want to train me. I could become a manager with this company. And, he could, and he probably would do very well. And that's great. But then I'm like, okay, but then like, that's the only place that you can excel. That's the only place you can work because you've done their program. What if you leave Seminole State and you only do that company's training and you become a manager there? Well, then what? Can you transfer to another security company with your experience and say, well, I don't have a college degree, but I worked for this company for this many years and I did their training. I mean, is that transferable? Perhaps not. And what was the other point I was going to think about that? They can pay you whatever they want because they know you're kind of stuck, right? With a degree, you can choose to go different places and you can negotiate higher salaries as you step up a ladder or even do lateral moves. Right, Ross? And I think you were talking about this the other day. You met someone that was in kind of the same situation. The Google,
Yeah, sure.
They were going to get a Google thing.
Well, Google's they do exactly what you were talking about. They have like a whole training institute now. Like when you get a job with Google, they run you through it. They say you don't need outside education. We're going to teach you how to work for Google. But like you said, like now you only know how to do that. So the choices is really important.
And they kind of have they've bought like your loyalty. I just feel like you're kind of beholden to them. I don't know. I'm not good on that model. To me, that's a suspect.
I want her to start. But you're right, though. Like you lose a lot of the student engagement. You lose a lot of the student life, a lot of the connections you make with other students. It seems a little more regimented when you go in those different paths. And let's be clear, those paths are out there. We're not avoiding it. They're there and they're competing with where we're at. I mean, that's just the way everything is. But I think you kind of lose that college experience. And as Ross was mentioning, when you direct connect to transfer to UCF, and it's shorter, but it might. I don't know. It's a dilemma.
We're gonna let's hold that thought, Jason, because one of our future points here on our 6 things, we'll connect back into that, and that's a very strong point, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Below average dude with an opinion, so honest, so honest. Great name.
Okay. Great name, by the
All
way.
right.
Oh,
Listen.
quitting is not a cheat code. Here we go.
Quitting is not a cheat code. Okay, I'm putting. What does my little thing say? I'm Okay. This, if you want to buy, it's not showing. Hold on.
Aren't you librarian? Listen to your
mom.com.
Okay, search it now.
Mom.com. Listen.
Let's see. Is that GoDaddy.com?
You can buy that domain for $1,800, by the way.
Oh.
It's not a domain yet. It's not bought yet. Quitting is not a cheat code. You think, this is a pain in my butt. Like, I'm going to get rid of my life stress and my school stress now by quitting school, doing something else. I can avoid the stress, whatever. It's not a cheat code because you're going to pay for that decision in the future. It could be 2, 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the line. It's not a cheat code. You're going to pay for it in the future. You're avoiding a problem now. Okay. The stress of school. I talked to a girl today who's like, she couldn't see her Canvas dashboard. And she's like, I thought they dropped me from or she's like, where's all my classes? I'm like, oh, haha, you got kicked out of school and didn't know it. And she's like, I wish. And I'm thinking, oh, I shouldn't have made that joke, because if you drop out now, you're going to have a different and bigger problem later. I promise you, it's not a cheat code. Quitting college is not a cheat code.
Yeah, it's
All right,
difficult.
take me off
I would
solo.
argue it's difficult in that respect to have, because the permanent record, that's when it always stands. Back in high school, it's like, you should go on your permanent record. And it's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I'm in college, but those grades don't really go off of your sort of permanent record. And if those grades are kind of subpar and there's somebody vying for that seat, I don't know how you get that seat if somebody else has better grades. And so the better grades are the ones who go to the students who put in the work and put in the work and put in the work. And that's really what we're talking about. Again, we're talking to the IDS students. Many of you are blowing up our chat here. We appreciate it. Keep letting us know your major. If you're undecided, that's great. That's where you should be right at this point. But keep thinking about it. I always say, Ross and Nicole, when I'm teaching classes, I have another class right after this, I'm going to let them know I'm teaching you now for this class, but I'm teaching you for all of your classes now. But I'm also teaching you for your junior year, because many of you plan on transferring. And so I'm thinking big picture, 30,000 foot view. So let's think big picture and let's really put our A game forward. So number 3, quitting is not a cheat code. The emphasis on many of these words capitalized for emphasis. Okay.
Emphasis.
Emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Some name that movie. Any of you youngies? Can any of you
Any
youngies
of
name
you?
that movie?
I think
Somebody's
it's gonna
doing
be an Austin
management.
Powers. Did I just blow it?
Ashley's doing management. Yes, management. I applaud
Awesome.
you. I cannot manage anything. Hey, guess
You can
what?
manage the
Oh, what is it?
Jason, do you remember when I have a lion in here, but I also had a rabbit? Do you remember when you
Oh.
knocked over my rabbit a little bit earlier by accident? And I'm not
That wasn't
mad.
me. No, that wasn't me. That was Professor Padilla. Did it break? Is it one
No!
ear? Oh, one ear up. One ear up. Come on, one ear
One-eared
is the
rabbit
fashion
now.
now. Hey, I did
Okay,
not
anyway.
do that. That was Professor
Interlude.
Padilla, who was on last week's episode of She runs the anime club, sociology professor. It's her fault.
I thought I saw you knock it over, Jason.
I don't know. We have bigger things to attend to here.
There's
Nobody
one of you
cares.
Jasons. There's
No,
three
it's
here.
not me. Oh no.
I was one-eared rabbits.
He's calling on his
Okay.
space phone, that Martian there, calling on his space phone. All right, number 4, you have prime access to
All right, Ross, this was one of your main points. And can you expound on this, which is a fancy way
Sure.
of saying explain further?
I will explain further and expound at the same time. Yeah, so this is something I didn't appreciate as a student until I was much older, is that if you have an interest in this field, if you're interested in management or nursing or psychology, whatever you're interested in, you have 16 weeks with a legitimate expert who has done all of the education, who's worked in the field, probably they've been teaching this stuff for you'll never have a better time to ask questions or just pick somebody's brain. Say, what should I do next? Right? Like I just kind of fumbled through college. I went to college for 6 years before I graduated, but like I never asked, what should I be thinking about? What's going to improve my life? And now is that time. You have a classroom that you're sitting in, and you can ask anything you want to that professor, and their interest is in you succeeding. Right? They want you to go on to the next thing. So they're going to point you in the right directions. And I think it's real value in college.
We can always count on Ross to expound expertly. And Ross, at what point in those 6 years of college did you actually decide and realize what you wanted to do that you are doing today as a professional?
Yeah, I'll tell you that story. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do for a career until that 6th year of college when I was graduating with a liberal arts degree, which I didn't really major in anything. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And it just came up one night at work. I worked at the library, and my boss said, why don't you go to library school? So I did, and I love it. It's what I do. I never considered it as a career, but I mean, that was like in my job, I had access to the experts. But now it clicked, and I said, oh, I can ask this person anything I need to know about grad school and about the career and about what type of library I might want to. So yeah, like always ask those questions.
Nice. And that was our nice little deep dive into a small part of Ross's life. that a dive or did they just
I
jump
thought that
in
was
feet
not
first?
a dive. That was a
Yeah.
deep jump. We did a deep
Okay.
jump.
Yeah. that
Okay,
was really-
It was
And
change it. It should be a Jeep jump. That was a Jeep jump.
Oh, one of the Jasons is glitching out. That's too bad.
He's
We don't-
gone. We
Only
lost
2
him.
Jasons? Okay. Is that George Clooney?
It is. I was slapped a George Clooney sticker on there. Anyway, you're down to
Oh.
2 Jasons. Get it
That's
going. We're on
OG
number
George.
5 now. 2
Okay.
Jasons.
An excuse to explore. So Jason, you started hitting on this where okay, so college is a time to be exposed to new things, new people, different people, social life, involvement, all those things. I think that's probably prime for our youngest college students, but I don't know if you never got to have that experience before and you want to come to Seminole State and you're older. We have all kinds of people coming to our Nightberry events every Wednesday, singing karaoke every Wednesday night at our Nightberry events. It's not just the 18-year-olds, right?
Yeah, I
There's
think
lots
many
of
of those experiences, and again, older is subjective. Any age, you're a lifelong learner, and that's really what we're trying to build here. And just to be crystal clear, blunt, if you will, everyone really playing all the Dungeons and Dragons are all the employees who work here at the college. No lie. I mean, it's a lot of students as well, but you got Rob and you got Alex and you have Elizabeth and Kirk
from work.
and I mean, you know, they're not youngins. They're not fresh out of high school, and they like to play with the students. And Ross is always playing the games with the students. So I don't know the age. Maybe we should put a 7 on there. Does age matter? Is age a thing? Is age a thing? We're always lifelong learners.
But
I-
like you're saying, Jason, like it's all about that lifelong learning because all of those people who started playing D&D were just kind of curious. None of them had played before, but we arranged it and we got it together. So even as like the grown-up, you're still going to be exploring and trying new things. And like now's the time to learn how to do that. Learn how to explore.
Yeah. And so it's developmental. And I think a lot of times I hear people complain too about like maybe they have to take some general education courses and topics that they wouldn't really pick, like maybe psychology or anthropology. It's like not their major if they're doing management or nursing. But the whole point of general education courses is to expose you to a multitude of ideas that you maybe haven't even thought of before. Like it's a developmental exploration time. And then once again, that could be at any age, but it's the time to explore. And there's really no like replacement for that. If you skip straight from high school and go train with the the security company, and let's say you become a manager and make $1 billion and you're very happy, but like the whole point is you've excluded your choices and you haven't had that time to develop and explore and be exposed to different things that just make you, I think, more of a complete person. I don't know, that sounded kind of judgy in that phrase, but like, how else could I say it? Wait, should I have just abandoned that analogy?
Where's the dog running to? Where is he?
He's
running
away from the
away.
flames?
He's
Okay.
abandoning the analogy. He's going to be okay. He has a smile on his face.
Okay, everyone in the chat
Okay.
right now, you got play it again. Play it again. Yeah, Come on, who doesn't think the dog started the fire?
Yeah, the
Please,
dog did
that
the
dog. Look at the
explosion.
face.
I
Do it,
think
play
he
it one
did
more
it.
time. Look at the face on the dog. That's a fire starting dog.
He's like, no, I won't get in trouble. I'm too cute.
No one's gonna
Yeah,
catch
nobody-
me.
Nobody will suspect the dog.
It's just lighter fluid and how did he light the match or she? I don't know. No gender specific dogs. I don't know. I don't know.
Too many questions. Too many questions.
right.
Too much. We don't need to sift on that.
We have to
okay?
explore.
Okay, so that was 5. All right, there's the exploration. Good one, good one. Number 6, there's a huge network of support. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We were talking today about all the different student clubs. I think Alex Lambus in the Student Life said there's over 45 different clubs. You have manga and anime, the Hispanic Student Association, the chess club, the art club. You could start your own club. You just need 10 different students to sign up, and then you're an executive team, and you have a president and a vice president, and you have meetings. And I think there's a lot of value to that, which again, if you remember a few minutes ago in your recall, I'm thinking big picture. And so that experience, if you're a first year student, that's going to help you in your junior year at UCF or any of the colleges that you want to transfer to. I think having that sort of leadership experience, group experience, bonding, I think that's going to help you down the road, especially when you get your job and in your career. I mean, we have to work together as well. We're always working together with different people. So I think that
2 Jasons.
Oh man, we had 3. We got rid of
I
that
was
guy.
trained for that.
We voted him off the island. So
And then we also have on the other side of things, if you need support in other areas, we have academic support, which includes the libraries. Okay, we can help you with research, citations. We can help you kind of translate those assignments that your professors have given you that are frustrating you or even terrifying you. We can coach you to understand them better and to know what the professor is expecting, and then work on the research for that. And the Academic Success Center, okay, you can make appointments with them and submit papers online and get feedback and meet one-on-one with them, and they can help you write better papers or just write better in general. So those frustrating aspects of your first few semesters in college, you have a strong support network to help you with that, including on the academic side, ASC and libraries. Okay, once again, this is a huge network. You got the social things and the development things that Jason talked about, and you also have, this is all over the place, you also have, the 3 Jasons are back, advising and counseling. So advising to help you with seeing the vision of your future at college. Counseling, if you have mental health concerns, or if you have you need emotional support. Heck, if you even need, we have holistic student services, and they offer things like food assistance. I think there's some like childcare resources. There's even free legal resources. There's a lawyer that comes to the campus like a few times. We have a contract with them. They come and do pro bono or free work, and they can like coach you if you have like issues, you want to talk to a lawyer.
also scholarships, Nicole. Whoa, why is that echoing? Sorry.
Yeah, and we're talking about this coming up pretty soon. So if you are watching for IDS credit and you think, oh, I'll never watch another research rally again, well, stay tuned, guys, because we are actually going to plug our scholarships, which the next due date, they're open right now, and the next due date I think is November 15th. So we're going to make sure to get Elisa Rohr, who runs the scholarship program. They actually don't even give away enough money every year. They have to like roll it over. That money is just waiting there for you all, and we're going to help you get to it. Okay. So huge network of support, because we know it's not easy. We know that you have things going on, but listen, okay, I'm going to listen to your mom.com. And I feel like I've been talking a straight stretch, but nobody interrupted me. I'm the interrupter. So I need someone to interrupt me sometimes.
Nicole,
people have done it before. What?
We were trying to interrupt you, but you just kept, it was like, there.
I'm interrupting myself. Listen, in your toughest moment here at college, know that many people have done it before you, and many people will do it after you. So are you just the one that's going to step aside and lose all the advantages of staying in school and continuing your school and getting your credentials and getting your experience and moving forward and opening up your future options? You're going to give that up when before you, many other people have done it under many different circumstances, and after you, many people will do it. Just think about it that way.
On that point, many in the chat were saying yes to the answer to the question in the chat. Are you a lifelong learner? There's a lot of whys. I didn't see any no's, but on that note, and we're talking about support, go ahead and go back into the chat. What support services have you used? If you want to share, let us know. Have you made an appointment with a librarian? Have you brought your paper to the Academic Success Center or met with a math tutor? Ross was telling his story. Full disclosure, I went back to school, former radio DJ and an improv comedian and stage actor and television news producer and all that fun stuff. And I was in kind of what I thought was like a remedial math class because I had already taken those classes so many moons ago. And everyone thought, oh my gosh, this guy's the smartest in the whole class. Little did they know 700 years ago, I had already taken those math X and Y and all the whatever stuff. However, I was at that math tutor. I was there every day. I was doing my homework. I was getting help. I came over with the pencil, did the eraser, changed everything around. Thank you so much helping me, all that. I didn't do it the first time around. So you kind of learn, and that's what we're trying to say here now. We're trying to make sure that you understand the importance of these support services, because let's just paint the picture. Had I knew it the first time or took advantage of it, I maybe could gone on a different trajectory. But the support services are available at all the campuses in multiple modalities, meaning in person, online, through Zoom, on the phone, all that. So make sure that you check out those support services. And Ross, is now a time to maybe check? We have one more on the list, or are we done?
No, we're done. Like we hit our 6 things.
We hit our 6 things!
Zinger!
I don't know if that was the right one, but that was what my mouth.
We'll take it.
It's done.
We'll take it. But we wanted to just touch on. Didn't we want to touch on the QEP just to let everyone know that these are college-wide learning outcomes, right? I mean, this is built in, and these are the things that we're trying to build. And those are the classes. Ross, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so we're doing this right now, although I think I made that too big. Let me try that again. But the college is working on this initiative right now to improve outcomes and support for the first year experience class that you're in right now, in English 1, in college algebra. Those are kind of our core foundational courses. And where we come in here in the library and in the Academic Success Center is we are charged with intentionally supporting those courses. And I was talking to a student just this afternoon about this, and they said, I've never actually met with a librarian or a tutor because I always felt like it was maybe a little bit of cheating on the assignment. And I had to explain that, no, we are paid to make you succeed, right? Like, that's all we're trying to do. When we're here as a support service, we're built into the classes. It's not extra onto it. It's just part of the educational experience. Like, we get paid to help you succeed. So it's not cheating. I didn't know where that idea came from, but I had never heard that before. And it was kind of concerning.
Right? Because we know that cheating is not allowed. Doing. So yeah, if you're looking at it that way.
We're trying to increase completion rates, persistence, sticking with it. Increasing the satisfaction for all of these support services. We want you to feel that they're helping you, right? So these are the things we're working on at the college right now. We're trying to be the lifelong learners too. We're trying to figure out how to best meet your needs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. And then I think as we're wrapping it up, any questions about credit? You see the number on the bottom, just text us in the chat. We put the link. Just click on that link once. That's for today's attendance. Caroline, we see you in the chat. If you text us, we'll try to get you credit for it, but everything goes through Rater Connect. Your professor probably doesn't know that you went to the class, or you can always go back onto the Research Rally on the YouTube channel, and your name should have been popped up on the screen. But get in touch with us. Once again, if we're talking support, we're going to back up what we're saying. We will support you, and we want to make sure that you get the credit you need to succeed. So it was 4:29. Should we keep vamping for another 30 seconds, or are we good to go? I think we're good to go. All right.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone. Okay, bye. Where's the outro video? I'm going to get the outro video. Who's got it? Do I have it?